Good afternoon everyone, TMM Gamer here, bringing episode 1 of my How to Play Better at Call of Duty series. The aim of this series is to try and give average players good tips to help improve their scores and be more consistent. Now the aim of this episode is, in my opinion, probably the most important tip when it comes to objective game mode, so games like Sabotage, Demolition, Domination, Capture the Flag. You all need to bear this tip in mind when you're going for victories, because without bearing this tip in mind, victories are going to be very hard to come by. And if you're still wondering what I'm talking about, it's map control. Controlling the main points of a map is virtually, it's the most important thing you have to do in order to win objective gameplay. Well, if you don't control the main areas of the map, you will be hemmed in your spawn very, very quickly, and it'll just turn into a kill fest for the other team. So you've got to battle to control those areas, and then when you do control those areas, you can go mad. And I think this game is a perfect example of this. The first couple of minutes is basically just me dying quite a lot, as I try and get to the key area of the map. This is a good shot from this guy, but never mind. Now on Jungle, the key area of the map is B Hut. Now, if you don't know what B Hut is, it's sometimes called Top Wood, or there's many things, not Top Wood, there's many things it's known as. Basically what it is, it's the wooden hut above the ladder right next to B. Now, if your team controls that in Domination, you are going to win the game, because from there you can see the vast majority of the map, the vast majority of the spawn locations. You can defend B, you can defend C, you can see where they're spawning from A and keep them hemmed in. It is basically the most important area. It's the area I'm running to now in the gameplay. Now, unfortunately in this game mode, the enemy team understand this, and they get quite a lot of people there early. That is a total and utter fail on my part there, to try and block us out, and the enemy managed to get quite a substantial lead. But as soon as we get that area locked down, my team goes mad, and we end up winning the game quite comfortably. I'm not going to spoil you, I'm not going to spoil the score for you at the moment, but until I get this area locked down, I am 8-8. Okay, just bear that score in mind, 8-8. And, to go from 8-8 to my final score, I think is quite impressive. Right, the main thing to bear in mind when you're trying to get map control is not just to bull rush the objectives. Because bull rushing the objectives, when you don't have control of the main areas of the map, just gives the enemy free kills. And if you give them free kills, you'll have a steady stream of spy planes, counter spy planes, chopper gunners, blackbirds, napalms to deal with. Now, if you've got a massive stream of enemy kill streaks hemming you in your spawn area, you're not going to win the game. So it's quite important not just to die on the objectives. It's a lot better to run into a key area of the map, kill a few people and then die, as you slowly push an enemy team back. And this is what I'm doing here. I die quite a lot of the time, but I'm trying to keep them off B, so I'm throwing my grenades over the objective to try and slow them down as I try and secure this area, because it's virtually impossible to secure B from the A spawn unless you hold B Hut. Now this is the moment where we finally get there. I get the lucky spray through the Nova gas, and me and my teammate decide to rush this area. So this is a good grenade spot there if you didn't know that. If you throw that, it will land just over the other side of that corrugated iron building there. So if there's anyone rushing across the bridge from C, you can take them down with grenades thrown there. So my teammate does a good job of clearing up, and I just start getting scavenger packs. I try and find as many scavenger packs as I can to slow the enemy team down. So just keep a steady stream of Nova gases and frags. Get very lucky with that spray there. But I managed to get another spy plane up, and this is where the tear starts. Because as soon as I have control of B Hut, it doesn't really matter if you lose B. It's very, very easy to capture it again when you're holding this hut. I just failed to get the defend there because there were 2 of them on it, and I didn't realise. If there was only 1, I would have very easily got the defend there, but unfortunately 2 of them got there on the flag. But there's still no problem. I'm still a lot more concerned about holding the B area, because if I hold this hut, the team will easily recapture B. But if the enemy hold it, they are just going to totally own. See, by killing those 3 and now the 4th person here, I've allowed my teammate to get on the flag and kill and capture the flag. If I died there, I would have had 3 enemy players rushing to B Hut and defend the flag, and it would have been right back to the start again. But see, I'm just doing the same tactics, trying to hem them in, trying to push them back, and a double crossbow bolt kill takes me down. But I've already got my first chopper gunner, And then when you've got your kill streaks up, the fun really starts. See, the team is there in numbers now. There are at least 3 teammates in the correct area, and that's the most important thing. Now I can call my kill streak in. If you're the only person in that area, I'd recommend trying to stay alive. So not bothering calling your kill streaks in until friendly teammates arrive to hold that area down. Because if you let the enemy capture B hut on jungle, the chances are you're going to lose the game. And this chopper gunner goes on a little bit of a tear, gets quite a few kills, so it's always nice when a chopper gunner works, but quite a lot of the time it'll get shot down after you get 2 or 3 kills, so swings and roundabouts. Now, if you're wondering, is this tip only applicable for jungle? It's not. There are pretty much every map in the game has a key spot like this. I'll give you an example. On firing range, it's top wood, because in firing range the spawns switch so quickly. You need to find somewhere towards the centre of the map so you can stay in the action and not get spawn trapped, because it's very, very easy to spawn and trap people on firing range. Another example is array. The important building in array is the very centre building, the array building itself. Because if you manage to hold that, you won't be too far away from the action, and the enemy will keep having to come to you. And from that building, you can have sight lines onto A, I think it is, and sight lines onto to B, so you can quite easily defend objectives. See, here again, the team has lost the objective, but I'm not panicking. I'm just trying to clear B, get the enemy off it, and hold this area, because this area is the most important area on the map. See, my teammate is on B now. I'm just making sure the area is clean, trying to hold them off for him, but unfortunately he gets put into second chance of mode just before he captures the flag. But see, there's still no problem because we have map control. They are still spawning in the village and right back in their home spawn. So there's absolutely no problem in us not having B at the moment. We're already in the lead. So as long as we're sensible and don't just offer ourselves up as cannon fodder, we'll do very nicely. See, I think I heard footsteps there, so I hopped on the corrugated building. I did, but I heard them on the other side. Hit firing for the win, and fortunately my teammate kills him. But we've got map control established again. We've got the B objective, and an absolutely awesome pistol tear to defend the objective there. The game is so much easier once you've got map control and domination, because basically 99% of the traffic is around B in domination. So if you can get a very good spot overlooking B, you can hold the objective for your team, you can get your kill streaks, you can ensure easy victories, and this is what this turns into. A very, very bad start, I mean 8-8 and we're a good 30 points down, turns into quite a crushing victory just by holding one part of the map. And that's the thing I wanted to get across with this video. You know, a lot of people will probably comment on this saying, yeah, but you're not actually helping to capture the objectives. And I actually am. Although I don't hop on the objectives personally, I'm doing a just as important role, killing people on the approaches to objectives. Now that's the important thing. I'm not camping in some corner with Ghost on, killing like 3 people a game and thinking I've had a good game. I'm putting myself right in the objective and holding people off so my teammates can capture it. Now if my teammates didn't capture it and refused to capture it, I would have swapped to my flak jacket class and hopped on the objective myself. But fortunately I had in this game a few people who knew what they were doing, so I could do the role which I'm best at, which is the kill whore. But it's important, if you are going to do the kill whore, you've got to do it with the objective in mind. See, there's no point killing people in some isolated corner of the map that has no value. So you're just helping the enemy team in the end, because they will just spawn nearer to the objective again and they will end up rushing your objective and you'll probably lose. This is quite cool. A guy drops down right in front of me, totally oblivious, and goes for some huge commando knife lunge and fails. See, I think looking at that score, I was about 49-9 there, something like that, 49-10. Couldn't quite see what that was. Perhaps I'm a little higher than that. Perhaps, yeah, I think I am a little higher than that. But see, we've got the game won now. The game is practically won. We're going to have to massively flop to lose this game. So now you can be a little bit more aggressive, because I wouldn't recommend doing this when the game's still in the balance. I would still stick by B hut. But now we've got such a big lead, you can be aggressive, you can try and hem them in their spawn a little bit more, you can go for kills, and that's what I'm going to try to do here. I'm trying to get as many kills as possible because the game is already won. So we're down to 1 flag now, but there's still no problem. But I think the important thing to take from this video is the huge difference I managed to get by just holding that one part of the map. So I went from 8-8 after about 50 points on the board. And I'm going to ruin the final score for you now. I go 69-10. So I get 61 kills for 2 deaths just by being in the right place. Now if there's anything you've got to pick up from this video today, it's that stick to the high traffic areas of the map, defend your objectives, and you'll have a great time in domination. This is TMM Gamer. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon, guys.